Hey everyone, it's finally time to break down the true ending final boss of Silksong, Lost Lace. She's easily the fastest and most unpredictable boss in this game. For a skill, I use Sharpdart for the sake of giving you the casual and easy way to beat her. It's your best way to escape the danger and counter-attacking her trickiest move. Lace is super tanky, so every throwable you throw should count. Choose the throwables that you are most comfortable with, but I recommend you to use the ones that are quick to throw, since Lace is very quick and constantly teleporting around. I'm using Shakra's ring just for fun actually, you'll see why. The second throwable is just Cogfly as usual, for cheeky passive damage output combined with Pollip Pouch poison damage. I also use my usual setup with Long Claw and Filament for blue tools. If you need more survivability, then I recommend Injector Band and Warding Bell. Some of Lace's moveset is altered, and she has some new attacks as well. All of her attacks including body contact deal 2 damage, except her ultimate move Moulinet deals 3 damage. She will constantly teleporting by diving into the void and reappear near you with immediate attack rhythms. Moreover, she can make some of her attacks seamlessly chain into another attack, which makes every move feel so sudden and unpredictable. The first attack is the Aerial Lunge. While mid-air, she lunges diagonal downward towards you. Yes, this was once part of her Balestra attack, but now she can use this attack exclusively anytime she teleported to the air. You only need to dash away or dash into her direction to avoid this attack. You can punish her with 2 hits after she lands. The next attack is the Void Tendril. You'll see it coming when she poses like this. She can do this attack horizontally from the ground or diagonally from mid-air. This attack covers a lot of space, so it's better to jump over the Tendril if you are close with Lace. If you keep maintain some distance from Lace like I do here, then my counter attack starts with dashing away for a bit and then turn back to immediately shoot Lace with Claw Line and immediately pogo attack her for extra hit. For the airborne version, it's better to dash below her and then hit her from below and on her landing spot. She can also use this attack as finishing combo on her other attacks. She also used the airborne version the same way as the Aerial Lunge, which is a variation that she does after teleporting to the air. The third attack is the Balestra. It's the same old looking move that you can tell when she poses like this. She slashes diagonally upwards, and when she reaches the peak, she can either finish it with Aerial Lunge or with Void Tendril. You need to dash away from this attack and punish after she lands. The next attack is the Triple Slash. Normally, she simply slash twice while moving forward, but she can also cancel the third slash if you are too far away from her or replace the third slash into Void Tendril to chase you down. Since she can cancel the third attack, then if you try to punish Lace from behind, she can turn to your direction very quickly to parry you, so extra caution is needed if you try to punish her right after this attack. The next one is the Lashing Lunge. You'll see it coming when she poses like this. This time, she will always lunge twice. She leaves a trail of tendrils behind her lunge too, making it risky to miss your pogo. This attack has same mechanic like the Triple Slash, which she can replace the third lunge to another attack, which can be replaced into Void Tendril or into Balestra. She usually replaces the third lunge into Balestra, especially if you are in mid-air after avoiding her second lunge. You can dash away to avoid all of the 3 lunges, or you can jump over the first 2 lunges and avoid the Balestra. Since I use Sharpdart, I usually dash away from the first lunge and immediately Sharpdart through her second lunge, and then dash away for a bit to avoid the third lunge and immediately turn back to dash attack Lace for extra hit. The next move is Parry Riposte. It still works like the Cradle Lace, which you can retaliate horizontally from the ground or diagonally from behind you. Dashing away is very unreliable since Lace is much quicker now. So the only viable way to avoid both versions of Riposte is by jumping over immediately after you see the parry getting activated. It can feel unforgiving, but this is why she is the final boss, right? Once her HP reaches 75%, Lace will transition into her second phase, which marked by her laughing like this. She will have less idle time between attacks and unlock some new attacks. The next attack is the Void Orchestra. She will always start her second phase with this attack. She claps like this to summon 4 evenly spaced Void Tendrils which sprout from the ground after a moment. You need to stay between the Tendril and avoid Lace's follow-up attack. She likes to use this Tendril to isolate you before she surprises you with her next attack. This is where I usually use Sharpdart strategically to escape any tricky combo from Lace after this attack. The next new attack is the Void Projectile Orchestra. She will clap and point her pin towards you to summon 3 projectiles that fire from the glowing circles. She can do this attack from the ground or when airborne. You only need to calmly move towards one direction to avoid all of the projectiles. Moving left and right will make it easier to get caught by the projectiles. So don't panic and keep focused tracking down Lace's position while moving in one direction. The next attack is the Void Blobs Torrent. You'll see it coming when Lace spits some void like this. She will launch 6 evenly spaced blobs, which will create a small circular slash around themselves shortly after hitting the ground. You'll get 2 hits opening window as Lace launching the blobs, but you need to find the safe gap between the blobs. You can use Sharpdart to escape from any danger after Lace lands and ready to attack you again. Lace can also set a Void Tendril trap on the last place she dives into the void. The trap looks like a puddle of Tendril, which will immediately sprout if you move above it. You cannot get past them, so either wait for them to disappear or Sharpdart through them. Lace do not always set this trap after she dives into the void, but she will do it more frequently throughout the fight, so keep an eye for these traps. It's very hard to see with how dark the arena and the lighting to begin with. When her HP drops to 55%, Lace will disappear and the arena will rupture with the void. This marks the transition to her third phase. There will be 2 void waves that you need to jump over from the left and right side. These waves will destroy any trap tools that you set on the ground, so if you are using tags, then don't use them near this phase transition. Lace then will reappear to fight you. From now on, she will be more frequent to attack you with her new attacks from second phase, such as the Void Tendril and Projectile Orchestra and the Void Blobs Torrent. So it can feel more overwhelming now because it's very easy to get cornered or isolated between the blobs and tendrils throughout this phase. So having Sharpdart to escape the danger is more valuable than ever now. Saving up some throwables to attack her from afar is very helpful as well. After her HP drops to 30%, she will unlock her final attack, which is the Lost Moulinet. Now she can create up to 4 circular slashes, and she ends the combo by slamming into the ground on her last circular slashes, causing a huge field of void tendrils that burst around her. If you get caught in one of the circles, you'll see a short cutscene where she grabs and slams you, dealing 3 damage. It's definitely her most dangerous move in the entire fight, but it's quite easy to avoid as long as you find a gap from each circles and dash away from her slam to avoid the tendrils AoE. And that was all of her moveset. Lost Lace is the purest test of reaction, spacing, and patience. The trickiest part from her is the way she teleports very randomly, but also very constantly, making it very easy to get hit whenever you try to run on any direction you go. So the key is to only run or dashing away when you are sure where she is, like when you are dodging her lunge attack. Otherwise, it's better to just walk slowly and stay reactive to avoid her incoming attacks. Manage your shield consumption to always have Sharpdart ready for avoiding any danger. Don't ever get greedy when you try to punish her, since the Parry Riposte is much harder to avoid now. Finally, use your tools wisely, because they are extremely helpful for chipping more damage on her later phases. Now then, here is your dessert, the full fight showcase. And with this, we have officially covered every single boss in Silksong. I'm really glad to finally complete the series. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button as well. Thanks for watching.